Okay, it's a pleasure for me to be here in such important clinic like this with such a good coaches around me. As you know, I'm a rookie coach. I'm a rookie also in this kind of events. I want to thank Serbian Coach Association and also FIBA Europe to bring me here. And it's an honor to be in a land of basketball like Serbia and to share and speak about the sport that we love. My topic today is to speak about free game in 5-on-5 in static. Probably they choose this topic because we in Alba, we are playing in a very free way. We have some systems, we have some tricky plays, but mainly during all the game we are playing in a free way with some, of course, with some rules. Because if we let all the freedom to play, at the end the free game become a system. Because normally the players has got the tendency to repeat the same things that are good for them, and the risk that we have playing with this freedom is that at the end they are doing always the same things, and we have to fight against that. Why in Alba we are playing like this? First of all, because we have the characteristic of the players that we have help us to play like this. Especially we have Luke Sigma, that he's a player very smart. He has got a lot of knowledge, and he knows how to play when he receives the ball in the high post, and he's able to play with the teammates. Also because we want to play with a lot of rhythm. So one of our goals is to don't make the other team rest a second. So what we do is we try to play a lot of fast break. We have organized transitions as well, but we are trying to play every time less organized transition, and we want to play more times after the fast break when we don't have the opportunity to make a layup or to score under the basket, to keep on playing. And also we try to avoid to play so many pick and roll. It's true that we play pick and roll like everybody, and I hope next year also we are going to play even little less. But our idea is to arrive to the offense, to make the fast break, to make the layup. If we cannot, we want to don't lose the little advantage that we have when we are running very fast to the offense. How? We want to keep moving the ball. We want to play with passes. We don't want to give up any shot every time that a player is in a range and distance to shoot and he's open. We want to make this shot. We don't want to refuse any shot. We want to play, as I told you, with passes. We want to reverse the ball from one side to the other side a lot of times. This is one of our characteristics. We want to move a lot without the ball. We are not going to be static. We want to always play in backdoors, cut, because our main idea is to don't give any second of rest to the other team, as I said before. We like to play low post. We like to play inside, but also we like more when we cannot play straight one-on-one in the low post. We like to play ball inside, outside, reverse the ball, to try to play again inside, or to play one-on-one, or to make a quick shot when we reverse the ball, or to play a dynamic pick and roll dynamic pick and roll in the side, I mean not waiting that the big man came to me to screen. Just when we are in one side of the court and we are reversing the ball, we don't have to wait the ball to the big man. The big man has to be almost already there to play this kind of quick pick and roll. We hate to stop the ball in the middle. We stop the middle in this area. We are trying to avoid to never stop the ball and wait what is going to happen or call a play. If every time that we have the possibility to run, when we cannot play inside, we play outside, we reverse the ball. And here we don't have doubts. We don't want to stop. It's true that at the end of the season, some players, Tamir Blatt, that is a very good pick and roll player, or Mao Dolo a little, we let them a little bit, maybe 3 times in a game to stop the ball there and to call for a pick and roll or whatever. But normally, for the rest of the players and also for them, we are demanding to don't stop the ball in the middle. We want to quick reverse the ball. And basically, that this is the message that we give to the players, that we can play like this with a junior team, with the cadet team, and also we are demonstrating that we are able to play like this in EuroLeague and playing not bad. So I would like to show a video. My topic is going to be more in the 5-on-5, but we cannot understand everything if we don't see a little bit of how we play our transition freedom. We call in the team freedom, not transition free, because we start to add so many things that we do in the 5-on-5 that at the end the players like more this name to call freedom, because it's the meaning, it's better meaning that not to call free, because a lot of times the free game, like we do in the 5-on-5, is more guide, no? And this one is not very guide. Okay, let's see a little. See, we arrive. We don't want to stop the ball. We want to play with passes, and we are trying to avoid to play with dribblings. Only we want to dribble if there is a straight penetration, if there is a good chance to play quick one-on-one. For example, stop. In baseline play, the goal, what we say to them, is we don't have a play like a usual team. We just want to reverse the ball. How? I don't know. Now it's going to be 3 passes, other times 4 passes, other times is with the big man in the low post and then they run to screen. Other times the big man is in the 3-point line and he runs from the top. You will see, I think there is more sideline plays, but they do in a very free way. We reverse the ball, and this time the big man goes to screen. We don't find nothing. We reverse the ball again, and then we play one-on-one very quick after they reverse the ball. As you see, we were able to reverse the ball twice in one offense, and this is one of our goals. That's why it's so important to play with passes and to don't stop the ball in the middle of the court for us. Now we are playing free with the movement of the players, of the ball, and passing the ball. We are trying to play low post, we cannot, and then we are playing the 2-up, that this is the system or the way that we play in offense that I'm going to explain later. We run fast break, we put the ball inside, outside, reverse the ball side, quick pick and roll, reverse again. We reverse again the ball, and then we play a quick shot. And it's not, we are a lot of time in the game that we are playing like this, without a call. Players are passing the ball very good. Of course, these clips are chosen by my assistant coach, Thomas Peich, and he chose a very nice clips where we are passing to one side, other side, moving the ball. Another example of baseline play where we are with a different way to reverse the ball. Now the big man comes from the bottom because he was there when we put the ball in the court. And again, we put again the last clip. This is the tendency that we were trying to do for this end of season, and we are going to keep working with this idea, is to change more times this lateral pick and roll that we are playing often, changing in the handoff situation, because in our style I think is going to fit better, because we have a very good big men that are able to pass very well the ball. So, for example, now Maodolo, that is the point guard, is going to pass, I think it's Oscar da Silva, and instead to play this pick and roll, we prefer to play with this spacing, to play this handoff, to play the backdoor, or to play the real handoff. Okay, go on. See, instead to play the pick and roll, they play a short game there with passes. This is one of our way to play that is without system. Look Sigma arrive, we cut, don't find nothing, we reverse the ball, we look inside, there is a trap, so we pass to the other side, and at the end we find a shot. Now again, when we don't know, what we recommend to the players is when we don't know what to do, we have a sign, stop. We have a sign inside the game where we say, for example, red, and every time that someone calls red, we have to reverse the ball to the other side. Sometimes it's the player who's got the ball, sometimes it's the teammate who is telling him, hey, reverse the ball. So red, and we reverse the ball. Yeah? We are in transition now with the two big men. He wants to play pick and roll. We reverse the ball. Now we have some, we don't do very well this time, but we have some trickies when they deny us to reverse the ball. Now the ball goes inside, outside, and we go for the offensive rebound. At the end is the way to play with a lot of activity, with not giving rest to the other team. This is a very good clip. I remember, again, Red Star, I'm sorry. Changing the ball side, backdoors, cannot play handoff, now he play handoff. Balls inside, outside, pass, changing the ball side again. Lou Sigma, our 4 player with the ball. And again, we are trying to play dynamic with not stopping the ball and try to keep moving. I always say to them, pass the ball, move without the ball, reverse the ball to one side to the other side. Bueno, venga, the last clip. Well, okay, stop the video because if not, it's too long. Okay, this is how we do normally when we have advantage because we arrive soon or we have a little advantage, and we try to don't organize a lot the game. We give the game to them. Good things about to play in this way. For the players is they like a lot. I think for the development of the players it's much better. We are a team probably the lowest budget of the league, or one of the lowest budget of the EuroLeague, and we cannot sign the players that we would like to, so we have to build our own players. So this is a good way to try to develop them, to teach them how to read the situations, how to read the game, and at the end become better players, better team. You know. Other good thing is that the performance, the curve of performance, at the beginning is not very good. We go slow, and then we normally growing, and we growing a lot normally at the end of the season. In a traditional way, if I have to draw this line, I will do like this. Good in the beginning, good in the beginning, good in the beginning, and good at the end. But in our way, I think we go slowly, but I think we can reach better higher at the end of the season than if we, in our believing is that like this we can have better level at the end. On bad things that we don't control the game. Like coaches, we have to have confidence in the things that we prepare during the week, in the things that we practice with the players, and then they have to choose and to decide what to do and how to do it. No, and sometimes it's difficult if you want to for example, to attack some player that has got a foul or problems foul or whatever. It's more difficult to focus in the goals that you want, but also we have, I told you, some little plays that help us to do these things. Okay. Any question? He's saying that it's very important to don't have the ball more than 1 second in the hands. And I'm totally agree, because this is what we are looking for. And for do this, you have to keep moving, to give passing lanes, to don't do always the same things. For example, this is the problem that I told you when you are playing free and the players at the end used to do the same things every time. We play transition. Venga, guys, 5 guys. We play transition. Venga. Venga. We are there in defense. We take the defensive, someone threw the ball to the glass. We take the defensive rebound, and then we are going to try to run fast break. We are not going to make the basket, and then we are going to play. The goal is to reverse the ball to one side, to the other side. Okay? Venga. Venga. Well, okay. This is what I expect. They arrive and they were able, or they were thinking in playing Maccabi Tel Aviv. You know this movement that they play always since a lot of years. When the 5 has got the ball, then you play back doors, you do like this. And this is a problem that sometimes we have, that when we are playing with this idea, they repeat these things a lot of times. Okay, now the same thing, but we have to think in doing in another way. Don't play this Maccabi thing. Stop. He's going to do the same. This is when we have to practice during the week many options. Okay, players, let's play Maccabi. When we are there, the last big men arrive here, and then we play backdoor, and you play the handoff or short pass and pick and roll. Okay, we can do this, but then is the moment that in the practices, we have to teach them another things. For example, now the 5 arrive here, But instead to play handoff, you go to screen him, and then you play this handoff with him, okay? This is one option that we practice, or we can go straight, this player can go straight to the handoff. Another thing is that sometimes we don't want that our 5 or our 4 receive every time here in the middle. We suggest them, why we suggest another thing? Why not? This is one of our philosophy. Why not? Okay? So instead to go there, when you are there trying to play low post, I'm here and I'm in the elbow. No, don't play low post. And I'm here. And then I play with you, you are coming, I play with you, and you play with him. And we are not playing Maccabi, and we are playing another thing. You know? See? Other way that we have to teach them. You are here, you are the pointer, no? You go, you have a wing there running, go there. You are here running, you pass him. But what we ask for the players is that the 5 or the 4 don't always stop here. Sometimes you have to cut, and then they have to react. We cannot play inside, let's reverse the ball. And now maybe we have to play like this. Or maybe the point guard pass the ball there, and then the point guard cut, you go to receive the ball, and then we play giving passing lane here. Okay? Venga, let's do it 5 times, and every time has to be a different thing. Venga. Yeah, 5 times. Venga. We can rest when we arrive there. Venga, okay, good. It was good, but for example, this dribble, this bounce that you did here, we don't like at all. We want dribbles to the basket, no dribbles to the half court to pass someone. Don't worry, if you cannot pass, don't come here to pass. Because if you cannot pass, it's because this player is denied. So what you can do if you are denied? What can you do if the defender denied this pass? Okay, we practice 2 things. One, obvious, is play backdoor. Another thing that we practice is go far away to reverse the ball there. If it still is difficult to reverse the ball like this, is when you go to the basket because there is a lot of gap, because this player is not helping. So this bounce, that is a typical mistake in our team, is not allowed. Venga, another transition. Thinking in reverse the ball. Venga, someone has to shoot. Okay. Venga, another time. Not always hand off, please. Not always hand off. Sometimes reverse the ball and that's all. Not always hand off. Now again, you are dribbling. If you dribble, it's to penetrate, not to look for a pass. Venga, last one. Venga, the 2 big men runs under the basket. Oh, run under the basket. You are not big. You are not big. You are not big. You small. No? I said 2 bigs run to the basket. Not here. Well, this is an example about the way that we have to do, that is every time with the same ideas. We practice a lot with the ideas, gives different ideas during the week, sometimes because the characteristic of our players, sometimes because the characteristic of the other team, sometimes because we need to change, and then we use the why not. Okay. Any question? Any suggestion? Okay. Okay, now, let's see the other video. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now, when we have to organize something for the offense, we have three main ways to play. One is our two up, that means that the two big are going to be up, and then from that we start to play. Then we have another kind of play where we play in a free way, but screening. Normally we start with the pin down in one side, pin down in the other side, or floppy, just to surprise the defense. But we don't know when it's going to happen one thing, other thing. And then we have another play that is for play inside. And after that, when we are fixing this place, what we do is start to mix the plays. Start to mix. How? Not organized. Not organized. They decide during the game. So players don't have to only learn to read what the defense is doing, like very good Coach Messina teach how to read, for example, the screens there. Of course, we have to practice these kind of things, but we also have to read what is my teammate doing, because they probably they don't know exactly what is going to happen. Of course, to arrive to play in the free way that we want, the players have to know what we want to do when we swing the ball, what we want to do when we play low post, when we want to do with which spacing, timing, we want to do the penetrations game, and we have to know how to play and what to do when we are playing screens for the shooters, and that's why we have these three plays. And we forgot the pick and roll play, that we have a couple of plays, but we use very rare. Okay, now we are going to see some examples about the two up, where the goal is to arrive the ball to the big man in the high post, the 4 or the 5, but it's true that mainly point guards choose Luke Sigma to play this, because he's great doing this. But also in these 5 years that Coach Aito and we have been working in Alba, they are learning, and every time they are doing better and better, especially, for example, Johannes Tiemann is copying a lot of things that Luke teach to him, and also Ben Lammers is able to play this, or even Oscar da Silva. And you will see that we are going to play. No, but before the video, I'm going to do in the court. I'm going to do in the court. Wait. Let's play, venga, the blue team, here. Venga, I want point guard with the ball. Big man in the elbows, wings in the corner. In the elbow. Okay, our goal is to pass someone of them. Pass someone. Okay, and now he can choose. This is a joke that I used to do with the players, because we only call two up. We don't call nothing else. Not true. There is one or two situations where we can call an extra thing if we want to, but normally no. And we say option A way of the ball. You go there to screen, and to screen. You go there to screen, and then you can screen him, and then can happen everything here. He can play backdoor. He can play backdoor coming from this side. He can play curl here. Okay, you can do whatever you want, but at the same time, you can be worried about what they are doing, or you can decide, no, I play in this side and play handoff, backdoor, cut, come to the handoff. If the handoff it is nothing, you go under the basket. Let's do it. Whoop. go to the basket, then maybe I'm looking now in that side, or maybe you do, and now you play the handoff there. We don't know what is going to happen. We know how we start, but we don't know, like a coach, how we finish. Yeah, we have confidence in our players to play like this. This is option A. Option B. B, ball side. Okay, you pass here, and then you go running, faking that maybe you can catch the ball or not, and then we play the same. You can go to screen there, you can go to play handoff there. For example, in this option, when he take the ball, now you can decide to go to screen there, or you can decide to go to play pick and roll. Immediately he catches the ball, you are here to play pick and roll. Or you can decide, when he play the handoff, take the handoff, fake, and come in here to receive the low pass, and like this he's got much more space to attack the basket. So you can, in the same option, you can choose 3 things. Okay? See? Venga. And the other option, option C, center. We pass cut and we pass in the center. Venga. Pass someone. Go to the center. And then you can go that way. You can play this handoff, or you don't want to play the handoff and you play the pin down, or when he's playing the pin down, you decide to play handoff in the middle when he's coming, and then you decide to go there or decide to go there. Okay. Sometimes players call flex. This is true. They say 2-up flex, and we play the same option, and then you can go to the basket or not, and then we play pick and roll here, for example, or you can cut under the basket and try to receive the ball, and then you can play the flex. You can play the flex here, and then you can come here, or you can go up, stay there, or you can go up and then play the flex, or you can play the pin down and forget the flex, or also they have the capacity to decide, I play the flex, but I play the flex in the ball side. Go here, go to the basket, try to cut, go there, play the handoff. So even we call 2-up flex, I don't know which kind of flex we are going to play. Also, in the reading of the flex screens, we have a lot of ways to play, sleeping the pick, no sleeping, playing in diagonal, playing in horizontal, and we teach all these ways, but we don't have a sign to say we play in this way. What we do is during the week or during the day or the half day that we can practice, we emphasize one option on other option. And doesn't mean that because we emphasize this option, during the game we are going to play always this option. They are going to play the thing that they have the habit, and sometimes they are going to play the new option. But maybe this new option is getting stronger, and then we have to think in another option to be able to mix. And at the end of the year, they were able to play all the options without calling, without sign. It's true that when we pass, for example, to the 4, and we want to play handoff here, we have a sign for this. Because now the same, in our style to do the things, you pop, this is the way to play pick and roll, and then you come to play pick and roll. But in the way that you go, the 4, you can go straight there to open the court. You can fake that you go and play backdoor here to receive the ball, or you are here and you can go to the other corner. No, you go to play pick and roll. You can go there to play this pin down while the pick and roll is made. You can come to play pick and roll or ghost pick and roll, or changing the angle and we play toward this side and you roll. And even this is a play, a typical play, we do in a lot of freedom way. Eh? Okay, thank you. let's see a little bit the video. I think we start with some examples because there is infinite ways to play. Even now, if we look like this in order, looks like it's a play with a call. No, it's the way that they want to do in that moment. Now they are fighting for receive. And now he goes away of the ball, but Lu Sigma decide to play in the strong side. A ver, next clip. Again, away of the ball, and we play the back door before the screen. Stop. This clip is interesting because this is an example that I told you that we try to mix at the end everything. Now we are playing transition and we are playing with the, instead to make the first pass to the, always to the 4, we are able to play the pass to the wing pass to the 4, and we go on with the same ideas after that. One time that the 4's got the ball, or the 5, the big man has got the ball, we go with these ideas. Now, again, it's away of the ball, and let's see what's happening, because I don't know. Again, another back door. Very good clip, because Luke received very inside the 3-point line, which is very important. And now we play the handoff, he pops, sometimes he rolls. This is a thing that the players has to have habits to play together. Now he goes to the middle. Again, away of the ball, he receives. Now he's playing this cut or ghost screen. Straight away from the transition, we're able to pass again inside the 3-point line. Luke refused to play this handoff, and we go on moving the ball. Again, we receive. And the only idea is 2-up, play with the entry pass to the 5. Of course, some teams try to deny us the entry pass, but we have a lot of solutions that we are practicing as well in a different ways. And I think we are watching now other options, maybe B. He goes to the center, but in this opportunity there is no flex because Smith decided to play the pin down. And it's a free way with some guide, with some rules. And of course, every time that we don't know what to do, like we do in transition, is reverse the ball and play quick in the other side of the court. To play ball inside, that we play a lot of low post, or to play quick shot or handoff or pick and roll. Now point guard is coming to the strong side, so we can say the option B, and again we are playing with the back doors. And at the end we cannot play there in that side. At the end we play low post, outside. Not foul. We are trying to pass the ball frequently. Now it is an option with the classic play that everybody plays, but with a different option. Now they are playing this back door. And now there are examples of the flex. The flex, yes. But we can play flex, but we don't know in which side. Could be in the strong side or the weak side. It's optional for them. Again, we are doing passing the win instead the 4 to don't do always the same. Again, passing the win, and now we activate the flex. That could be in the same side or in the strong side, even we pass the win. Now they are playing always in the same side, I'm watching. Okay, good things as well, that we are not predictable. Scouting against us is difficult. They can scout, deny, look Sigma, okay. But after that, what they can do is very difficult because I'm the coach and I don't know what is going to happen. Imagine the other team. Bad things. At the beginning of the season, we have a lot of turnovers because it's difficult. You have to play against the defense and sometimes against your teammates because the teammates choose a wrong way to play. Okay, any question for this? Do you like? Very much? Okay. If you want to know something else, feel free to ask me. Like this, we can stay here a little bit longer. If not, I will. Okay. For example, this.
Hello, coach. Please, can you show us this game situation, so this free game with the players, how to run this free game?
How?
How to run after the rebound? How to run the game?
Well, this is another clinic. We try to control the rebound first. We try to make a good outlet pass. We are always running, always in our team. This is not a discussion. The wings are running in the sidelines. We want that the wings offer passing lanes. It's not only to run to make the layup. I'm running to make the layup, and when he's worried about me, I have to come back to give a passing lane, and then I bring up the ball. Two big men are running through the middle, but not through the middle always. Sometimes we run only one big man, the other one is behind, like we did with the kids. And a lot of times we run, the first guy goes under the basket, then clear out to the short corner or low post, and the other big man cut as well. Like this is the way to be able to play reversing the ball without doing always the same thing. Like this, they cannot scout us, they cannot deny the passing lanes, etc. And and sometimes we don't run just in the middle. Sometimes Luke Sigma runs in the elbow area, and that's why we call transition freedom, because we can play this red that we can play in any moment, at the beginning of the position, at the end of the position, or we can play these two up straight away, and we don't need to organize. Luke Sigma right here, he's trying to pass inside, bam, he's got the ball, and the rest start to act like we are playing these two ups that we saw in static. Or is the point guard after pass, he stay, he reverses the ball, and the four instead to be in the middle is here, and the same. We connect with the two up. And a lot of times we are looking to put the ball in the low post. This is not appearing in the clip. Well, no, but in transition we want to make our bigs dangerous. We want that they run until under the basket. Why? because we are a team that we don't refuse any shot. And if you are worried about our big men that can make a basket, we have a very good shooters in our team, Marcus Ericsson, for example. And then is the moment that we arrive here, you are worried about to defense the big man, then we reverse the ball, and Marcus Ericsson is open to hit the three. So, because we are a team who shot a lot of threes in transition as well.
Thank you.
A quick resume. Okay.
Coach, can you explain, obviously for this kind of system, 2 questions. How you think is the best to develop that kind of system? Because it's partly, as you said, passing game, motion, offense, flex at the age of 16. So the people who are coaches who are coaching that, is that the system, do you agree that the system needs to build up with 2-on-0, 3-on-0, adding additional players and then go to 5-on-0?
Yes.
Or you agree that you start immediately 5-on-0 because of the skills levels, spacing, timing, knowledge of the players and their basic skills?
Yes, this is what I'm going to do now. The first thing that we have to do is to explore. So, for example, normally now we know which kind of players we are going to sign, but we don't know perfect because they play in a system and maybe we don't know. So I like to play in the beginning of the practices, transition, we run and we reverse the ball. And then you start to explore and to look what they do. Then by parts, we can do drills like 2-on-0 to practice the handoff, for example, no? Okay, we practice how to pass the ball here, 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 that we do sometimes. And we practice this. But I like to make the presentation to the team in a 5-on-5. Like I have done now, with less options, of course. I explain them, you can go to that way, or this way. And maybe we play a 5-on-0, 5-on-5 a little with these rules. After, it's very important to practice the technique of the 2-on-0 in the 2-on-0, the technique. But practice the technique. After, we practice the reading of this 2-on-0. And after, we are trying to put options. No? At the beginning, the first week of the precision, maybe we are playing always handoff. Here, or maybe with the guard of the other side. And we are playing handoff, and this is our idea. But later is when we say to the 5, now you can go in the handoff to make a pin down. Or you can come to set the pick and roll after the handoff. And then when they are doing like this and it's becoming a system, we give another option to the big men. Now you go to the clear out to look for the alley-oop, and we build little by little, especially more with a junior team. And it's true that we are already 5 years working in Alba. We are doing, I have to be honest, we are doing the same things that we used to do it with Coach Aito. I didn't want to restart from zero, and because I believe in the things that we were doing, so we have a lot of work already done from the past. So it's a little bit easier. But I think this kind of game with a junior team is perfect because they have to understand everything. And it's a process and it's difficult. We start the season this year losing first game at home, losing third game away, losing fifth game at home with a average level team. We start the EuroLeague losing 2-0, losing at home against Asbel, that we think that we can win at home as well. But at the end of the season, we make 19 or 20 wins in a row. So this is the process that I explained before. Other teams is like this, our team is like this. So this is what is happening all the years that I have been coaching with Coach Aito. See?
No.
How we are in time?
30 minutes.
Eh?
30 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. Venga, everybody. Bigs under the basket. Bigs in the bigs. Guards in the middle, in the center. Venga. This is a drill that we used to do it, or this kind of drills that we used to do it. Then you are coming without the ball. You are coming from the middle, and you choose one elbow. You pass to him, and then you go there to play handoff. You don't give the ball to him, and then, pam, you cut to the basket. And then you are here, you are showing that you are going to play the handoff, refuse the handoff, and then you have to move to make this pass, okay? Then, the next one in the other elbow, and we go on like this. Venga. Venga, another one. A ver, I understand that I am the last coach and we are tired, but let's try to be flex, receive the ball, turn flex, watch the basket, and when I make the pass, go down and stretch yourself. Another recommendation. We do this receiving the ball. Sometimes players likes to do like this, but we recommend them normally to pivot to this side. Why? Because when there is not the pass, I can pivot, I can make the pass. It's easy for me if I want to play handoff or to play one-on-one against the basket. So we recommend mainly to don't pivot like this, to pivot going front, okay? Venga, bravo. So show a little bit the ball to him that you want to play the handoff. Okay, now another option. You go here and you imagine that you are going to screen this guy. And when you are going to screen, you sleep and you play the back door. Venga, in the other side. Vamos, 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 go. Ahí de. Okay, now we do the same, but when we are cutting, we imagine that is this guy who played the back door, and I come back and I play the handoff to the basket. Venga. Oh. Spin in the other side, always looking the basket, not looking the sideline. Okay, now we play the same. You go here. You come back to the play the handoff, but he don't want to pass you. What you do? Go to the basket and try. One recommendation is not to go to the weak side, because here probably there are going to be people that can arrive. So when we do these back doors or this cut, because we don't want to stay here, give me the ball, because this is very dangerous to make a turnover and lose the ball here is very dangerous because we are going to receive a basket. So every time that we cannot play the ball, here we go, and we try to go in the same side of the ball. Okay? Venga. If I can have something for drink. Okay. Okay. Now we change the way. Now I want a win or a point guard doesn't matter in the corner. The two big men in the elbows. Two big men. Okay. Now we are going to play always the option that we go away of the ball. Yeah, yes, you pass. Sorry. You pass him, for example, and you go to the opposite side that is the player and the ball. And you go there and you fake that you are going to screen someone. Okay, you are going there, you are going to screen someone, for example. And then you are coming to play the handoff. And here we can teach different ways to play the handoff like we did before. We can teach better. Of course, I want just to summary a little bit fast option that we can give. And then you are going to play the handoff, and this time you are going to imagine that the player that is with you, he is going to pass under here. So I give you the ball far away here, and you are going to screen the guy, and then when he shoots, you go to the rebound. Okay? And then you are already in the corner. When they finish, you pass to the other big that is coming here, and we go in a row. See? I will see. Shoot the ball now. Venga. Because the defender is going to pass under, so you have a space to shoot. Yeah, sorry, my fault. I would like that who is coming to play the handoff? This player or this player? So we have to have communication, visual communication here. Another idea is communication, and another idea is make a dribble, or make a dribble to force him to come. Okay? So always with one dribble. Sorry, my fault. Venga. Venga, go. Venga, always the elbows. Eso es. If they are able to receive easy here, it's a huge advantage, because it's very difficult that the defender pass under and we give him the ball here. If we receive inside and when we dribble, we go outside, like the last player did, at the end he's shooting 9 meters. So if we are able to receive here, that is very difficult, we are going to keep this distance and to play like this. Okay? Venga. Go to the rebound. Go to the offensive rebound. Okay. Now we imagine that the defender is trailing and my defender is sagging. So instead to give the handoff here, we are able to give it a little bit far away. Here. Okay? Like this. The offensive player take the ball, my man is here, he's sagging, and then I go to the basket and I can shoot, I can make a layup, or I can make a low pass to the big that is following me. Venga, with the same drill. Dribble. Not too much, not too much, not too much, not too much. Because if I don't have pressure, I can give the ball here. But if he's in a gray area and I am here, maybe he can steal the ball. So you were too much here. It's a little detail. It's here, here, or here. Okay, now we have a lot of pressure on me and a lot of pressure on him. He's going to split the ball, and then I want to give the ball soon, okay? And then again, we are going to call to go to the basket, and we decide to make a layup or to pass. Venga. Venga, vamos. Aire, go. Have to be more in a row, because. Venga. Okay. Okay. Now there is a lot of pressure. So what you do is you are running toward the ball. You are dribbling. Start there. Start there. Venga, you are coming. I'm going to you, but you play backdoor because now it's a lot of pressure. And then with one hand, I stretch myself and I pass very low. I'm not here. I'm here and I stretch and I make the pass. Venga. Okay, now we play the back door straight. You receive the ball, you are coming to me, but I'm not going up. I make the back door straight, okay? Just cut. Why? Why not? Better bounce pass. Or low pass to make a dunk, or bounce pass. Bounce pass, bounce pass, bounce pass, bounce. Okay, now I think I can take the ball. I go there to take the ball. But like before we practice, we refuse. We refuse. What do you do? In which side? In this side. And we finish. Venga, let's do it. Venga. Bounce pass. Or low pass if you want, but no straight pass. Dribble the ball before. Remember, always going with at least one dribble. But one dribble to move, to go little front, little forward. One dribble forward. Okay, this is an examples that we can practice, that we can teach. There is a lot of more. Only you have to think in your players, in your characteristic of the players. Another option, how the defense react, and then you can. But this is a good way to organize these things. Now let's play 5-on-0. Venga, 5-on-0. Venga, white team. Venga, white team. Let's play 2 up. Guys in the corner, you're in the corner. Now we imagine that it's easy to pass, so we can pass any way, any side, and you decide what to do. You decide there, and you decide what to do. And now we are going to cut the options. You can decide to play backdoor or to play a screening here, okay? Or not, depends of you. And then you can decide to play handoff here, okay? Or you are not looking, go there. Or you receive the ball, you are not looking at him, and then you are deciding to play only that side. And then you go there, someone is coming to shoot, or maybe I decide to go with one dribble to you to play another handoff, okay? And you can decide do these things, going to the away of the ball, in the ball side, or in the center. Whoa, this is problem. Too nervous at the beginning of the season. But little by little, you are only worried about the screen someone. You have to look the ball. Venga, white team and then blue team to play the same thing. Venga, let's see if you were focused. Okay. Venga, let's keep playing, and remember, if we are doing everything and we don't know what to do, what we have to do? Reverse the ball. Reverse the ball to the side. When we don't know, we call reverse, reverse, and we reverse the ball. Okay? Venga. We don't. Okay, very good. Venga, blues. But the next time, don't put the ball inside. More difficult. It's not easy to play low post now. So we have to reverse the ball. Venga. Ya estamos. Bloque directo. I never say to play pick and roll now. But it's the natural tendency of everybody. There is nothing to do. Stop the ball here and play pick and roll. We don't want this. Otra vez. Come on. If we have to play any pick and roll, we play after reverse the ball in one side. And it's not mandatory. We can play one-on-one or we can play another handoff, but no pick and roll in the middle. When we don't know what to do, we have to change the ball side. Maybe I'm in the middle and I change and I put the ball in the side. Maybe, or probably, he don't know what to do. The natural thing is to put the ball inside. But now we don't want to put the ball inside. What do we do? Reverse, pom pom, and we play in the other side. Did you see the video? Can you see the video before? Because now everybody's dribbling the ball. Every time that someone catches the ball, dribbling. We want to play with passes. We want to play with passes. We want to play moving without the ball in order to give passing lanes and then pass, 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 or pass, shoot if I'm open. Now we imagine that we are defending. Venga. Only dribble if we want to make a penetration. Okay? Venga, okay? No lo post. No lo post. Venga, what you do? Reverse the ball. Venga. Okay, whites, venga. Here. And then when they finish, you go. Venga. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Where's the ball? Venga, another ball for the blue team. Point guard, take the ball. Point guard, take a ball. Venga. Bueno, okay. It's okay, finito. Okay, this is an example how to build little by little with more time, not here in 5 minutes, but I wanted to show one drill that we use a lot, or 2 drills that we use a lot, in order to practice the technique, and then we can do the same drill with defense. Like this, we can practice the reading of this. For example, now we are practicing with handoffs. We are practicing the reading, and then we try to make them play 5-on-0, and now we will play 5-on-5, but we are not going to do now. I don't know. I think I'm finished. If you want to ask me something, over there.
Coach, these 3 offenses, is it possible play against different zones?
If you play in transition, if you play when the zone is not very well organized, it's always the same ideas. At the end is move the ball, pass the ball, change the ball side. Why not?
Thank you.
Why not?
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you very much.